What's good, everybody? It's the Saber Final 4, another brand new deck featuring some cards from Shrouded Fable. This is the last idea that I got, basically. Like I've said before, I tried using Macargo with the new stadium that lets you stack cards from your hand to the deck, so we can put fire energies, make that combo, but it wasn't any good. There's like that decided ice stage 2, but I absolutely refuse to use a stage 2 that just barely does decent damage, and you gotta discard a card from the hand too, so that's bullshit. So I don't have any ideas. I guess we're gonna have to wait for the next set. It's not gonna be too long at this point. 13th of September. It's gonna come before you know it. So we'll see what we do. But in the meantime, we're gonna be testing this Zoroark Stage 1. Now, this card is kind of cool because it's one of those, anti-meta revenge Pokemon, and I sort of like these. It's usually the only regular Pokemon that are at least decent, because they can range from crap to extreme. It all depends on what your opponent is using. So when you get that extreme plus out of them, then obviously they're going to be very strong. Illusory hijacking does 60 times your opponent's V and EX Pokemon. So they got 4 EXs in play. This does 240 for 2. That's incredible. And obviously if they got more than that, then it goes even crazier. You can do 300, you can do 360. Probably not going to do 360, but I've done 300. And when that happens, obviously you're going to be pretty happy. It just takes 2 energies, so it's not going to be that complicated to power up. As a darkness Pokemon, this guy gets to use Dark Patch too, so there's that. And I mean, it's just a simple Pokemon to use. So I thought I'd favor him as the main attacker, but we gotta have some extra cards, not just him on his own, because it is not a perfect card, obviously. If your opponent doesn't use EXs, then he's not going to be any good, and then everything else about him isn't so great either. 120 HP is embarrassing for a stage 1, but that's what they're giving us for regular Pokemon, and Claw Slash is useless too. Okay, so I'm doing 3 and 3 for now. I don't know if maybe 4 and 4 is better, but maybe that's overkill. Main attacker, sort of, but we also got to have the Darkrai. Double Darkrai VSTAR gives me the chance to use a VSTAR effect rather than nothing. Star Abyss has become better since A-Specs came out because you can reuse A-Specs, so that's busted. And of course we can reuse Dark Patches. This guy's a darkness dude if I'm going to be running Dark Patches and stuff. I mean, it works here, so might as well have him. 2 of the Darkrai V to get him out, of course. That's all we got. And then pretty much just the Petulant. This guy can serve as an attacker late game. Irritated Outburst is a good revenge attack too. I thought about having 2 of this guy in, but ended up putting some more consistency cards, because if you open with him, he's not good. And he has 190 HP, it's kind of fragile. But obviously the revenge attack is great, and the free switching we can get with him is also pretty good. So a lot of value for this card. Everybody else's support. Radiant Greninja is for the discard and drawing energies. Combo with Darkrai. Radiant Pokemon of choice. We can use 1, so this guy makes the most sense. Manaphy for some bench protection, why not? And then double of the Cyclizar. Just a free retreating Pokemon. Just to have a couple of more basics, so I don't mulligan all day. Free retreat, so I can use the Dark Patches with ease. Promote this guy, free retreat pivot. I tried to research if there's any other ones that are kind of like this guy, similar amount of HP and free retreat basics, but we don't have, like, some features that were on TCG Online were better than TCG Live. Like, I could put on TCG Online, I want basic Pokemon with free retreat, and it would give me like all of the options. You can't do this on TCG Live. So I gotta just remember which dude has free retreat and who doesn't. This guy I know has, but maybe there's other options I'm not thinking about. I know that there's the fucking what's that little thing called? the little darkness thing that does 70 for 2 can move the energies, has free retreat if it doesn't have any energies on. It was used in the Roaring Moon EX days at some point. I forgot his damn name. And I'm distracted by all the noise my PC fan makes now. But there's that option, but I don't like its low HP. I'd rather have something bigger than this, like this. And that's about it. Morpeko, that's what it was called. There's the Morpeko option. There's a couple of other options, but I didn't dig them. This guy at least is a little bit reliable. Maybe you use him to draw too. Not likely. Anyway, so these are the Pokemon. I got 12 darkness energies, enough for the attachments and to discard and to recover back, whatever. And then we got a lot of trainers as usual. I do the 4 nest balls and I do 2 of the Buddy Buddy Pofin. We need to max out nest balls to get all the basics that are not Zorua. Zorua, we can get them with the Pofin. So that's good, having this variety. Got the triple Ultra Ball to search the stage 2s. It could be Zoroark or Darkrai VSTAR, of course. Got the double Earthen Vessel. Got all of these secret rares since the game just gives you them for free at this point. Discard Outlet, Darkness Energy Fetcher, makes sense, we run it. And we got Trekking Shoes as well. Once again, Discard Outlet, item-based draw power, good stuff. And that's about it. I max out the Dark Patches too. Self-explanatory, I want to say, for this deck. And Pokegear, get me those supporters. We run a bunch, so might as well have this. As opposed to the 4th, I guess, Trekking Shoes. Do the 1 golden Pokegear that I crafted. Okay. A spec of choice is going to be the Prime Catcher, and I also got Switch. Perhaps this is a bit overkill with the switching outlets, because remember, this guy gives me a free Switch too on my Pokemon. So maybe, I can drop the Switch and put something else. This will still keep because it's the pulling card at the end of the day, but also works as a switching outlet. Maybe you can drop the Switch for something else. I don't know, especially because I got this guy too. I don't really need to maybe focus on switching so much, but just having this tech as opposed to something else, I sort of got the space. I got what I need. I mean, I got my attackers, the stuff that I need, enough consistency cards, enough darkness energy, so it was gonna be like another tech. Sometimes we can run out of attackers maybe. This line is kind of thin, so if one Darkrai is prized, then you play the V and they kill him, then this guy becomes fully dead. So you got to keep these things in mind. Or I had a game where Petulant was prized. This dude was prized. The other one got killed. And then these guys, they couldn't do much. And I think one of them was prized too. So I had like 3 attackers prized. And then it was a fucked up game. I ended up scooping because I'm like, I'm not winning. I can't do anything. So this can happen, but most of the time you should be okay, I think, with the Pokemon. We got Miriam too, of course. But anyway, what else do I got for items? I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't got any stadiums, so we can do Worker for plus straight draw 3 and get rid of stadiums. Got the Irida, get one of the 2 water targets, get an item, good. Cynthia's pretty good when something dies. The 1 Oak, discard draw 7, could be pretty good. I guess one of max out the Eono. Do the 1 Miriam, do the double Youngster for reliable draw, you can say. I think it makes better sense than other straight draw supporters here. Because I can discard stuff, I can evolve into stuff quickly enough stage once. So yeah, makes sense. And I think that's about it. I covered everything. The 1 Boss's Order, once again, the usual dude I got. That's basically it. I mean, it's just a simple ass deck. Once again, my decks are usually simple most of the time. We're just relying on our opponent using a bunch of EXs, and then Zoroark can come in and punish them. Darkness and Revenge, indeed. That's it. Most of the meta decks right now, Regidrago is pretty meta, I see. I still see people using Rage and Bolt, the Raikou Giraffe. What else? Charizard is always popular with Pidgeot. That's another thing that Zoroark is going to get a lot of plus against. You know, they got to play a bunch of those dudes. And yeah, in general, there's a lot of Vs and EXs. A lot of people use like the Oricorio GX Copycat 2 to draw 3. Once again, fueling this guy, Rotom V2. So, anti-meta. Revenge-esque Pokemon should be pretty good in most of the games you use them. Okay, that's the deck. I'm going to show you guys matches, and then like I've said, I don't know what else I'm going to build. We did build a bunch of new decks from Shrouded Fable, even though it was a short set. And yeah, wait until the main set. We get more stuff. We'll see what we get. I don't even know since I don't review sets anymore. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. I'll see you guys on the matches. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share the video with your friends. See you guys next time. What I